C.S. Lewis was big on the importance of putting first things first, and I think that's a really important thing for us to do as well. I'll be right back. Well, hey there, Gracious Gang. It's Mike from thegraciousguest.org here with you yet again, just for a brief little sharing of some scripture that I want to get into here for you for today. Just something to think about. I think that's helping me a little bit and hopefully might help you as well. Before we do anything, though, make sure, though, that you like this YouTube channel. Please go ahead and share this far and wide if you find this helpful in any way or just a little inspirational, bringing a little bit of light into your day. That's kind of what I'm all about here, pursuing all things wonder and awe, these doorways into the doorways in the walls of the world, as Professor Peter Creavey calls them. Little moments of grace, opportunities to let the light in, and to try to get out of our own sort of little artificial space that we create for ourselves so easily, that I create for myself so easily. And I just want to be clear here when it comes to everything on this channel, which again, please subscribe, like this, and share this. I'm not so much here giving you guys advice. I'm not here as some subject matter expert who's here to, give you all the answers. I like to share. I like to share whatever I can with you that has affected me personally, or a lot of times it's stuff that I'm still working on. It's almost always something I'm still working on in terms of trying to manage my life a little bit better, trying to simplify, trying to slow down when I need to slow down, and, sometimes just to be more open to where the real medicine is going to come from for the healing that I need. So this is just something I was thinking about today. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that it's probably a good bet that many of you are, like me, among the very large majority and increasing majority, it seems, of people who are very frustrated or upset or find ourselves very tempted to be upset about the way many things in our nation are going, the way many things in the world are going, that the idea that we're just sort of on the wrong track, whatever that looks like, okay? And this isn't a channel about politics or anything, but, this is just something I was thinking about a lot because, there's so much debate about how to fix problems that, take your pick. But one thing that I think is missing almost entirely from the discussion, at least in the sort of socio-political world, in the cultural world, you hear about this in the church, but we need to do a better job there as well, is really the idea of putting first things first. I mean, everything we do to try to make our communities better, to make our nation better, to make our world better, all the things we want to see, a lot of us, it's like this desire for some sort of external fix without really maybe doing the hard work at the ground level that will really make that even possible. And what am I talking about here? Well, I just flipped open my Bible about 20 minutes ago, and I randomly landed right here on Wisdom of Solomon, okay, the Book of Wisdom, which Catholics recognize as canonical scripture. This is chapter 6, and I just thought I'd read it at length for you here. It's not a super long chapter. The title caught my eye because I flipped it open, and it says, Admonition to Rulers. Now, you can make this whatever you want. I'm not just talking about the U.S. government. I'm talking about, clubs that students might be part of, leadership in schools, leadership, anyone who is in any kind of leadership capacity, including parents. Okay, so myself, I'm looking at this, you think of yourself as a ruler of your household. Yeah, you're darn right I do, and I better, and my wife better as well, to take seriously the call that Christ himself has given us to be good stewards of this home, of this family, that we are called absolutely to rule and to guide and to sometimes admonish and correct. And it's a very difficult thing. Leadership is very difficult. I was in the Army for 12 years. I was an Army officer for 8. That's stressful, okay? And you're in a scenario sometimes where people's lives are at stake. But, more than physical life being at stake right now, we have to remember, I think, that souls are at stake as well. So I'm going to read this to you. Just listen to this, the importance of how to, if you want someone to govern well, in the home, in your nation, your community, if you dare think that you should enter into any kind of government, think about this. This is way more important than policies and slogans and yard signs, all of that stuff starting to go up right now. It always kind of drives me nuts a little bit, but that's just me. So listen to this. Listen, therefore, O kings, and understand. Learn, O judges of the ends of the earth. Judges are included as well. Give ear, you that rule over multitudes and boast of many nations, for your dominion was given you from the Lord, and your sovereignty from the Most High. Who will search out your works and inquire into your plans? Because as servants of his kingdom you did not rule rightly, nor keep the law, nor walk according to the purpose of God. He will come upon you terribly and swiftly, because severe judgment falls on those in high places. For the lowliest man may be pardoned in mercy, but mighty men will be mightily tested. For the Lord of all will not stand in awe of anyone. I like that line. Nor show deference to greatness. Right? Greatness. Because he himself made both small and great, and he takes thought for all alike. But a strict inquiry is in store for the mighty. To you then, O monarchs, my words are directed, that you may learn wisdom and not transgress. For they will be made holy who observe holy things in holiness, and those who have been taught them will find a defense. Therefore set your desire on my words. Long for them, and you will be instructed. Wisdom is radiant and unfading, and she is easily discerned by those who love her, and she is found by those who seek her. She hastens to make herself known to those who desire her. He who rises early to seek her will have no difficulty, for he will find her sitting at his gates. To fix one's thought on her is perfect understanding, and he who is vigilant on her account will soon be free from care. Because she goes about seeking those worthy of her, and she graciously appears to them in their paths, and meets them in every thought. The beginning of wisdom is the most sincere desire for instruction. Also, elsewhere in Scripture, it says, the beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. That's not two different things. It's one thing. So think about that, right? Again, the beginning of wisdom is the most sincere desire for instruction. Quick sidebar, meaning humility, willingness to not so arrogantly lock into your own plan that that's all you can see and you're just going to bulldoze everything to get your way. That's the way the world seems to work most of the time, certainly the way it works right now. So again, back to this. The beginning of wisdom, this is verse 17, chapter 6, verse 17, in Wisdom, the book of Wisdom. The beginning of wisdom is the most sincere desire for instruction, and concern for instruction is love of her. And love of her is the keeping of her laws, wisdom's laws. And giving heed to her laws is assurance of immortality. And immortality brings one near to God, so the desire for wisdom leads to a kingdom. Therefore, if you delight in thrones and scepters, O monarchs over the peoples, honor wisdom, that you may reign forever. That's powerful. I will tell you what wisdom is and how she came to be, and I will hide no secrets from you, but I will trace her course from the beginning of creation and make knowledge of her clear, and I will not pass by the truth. Neither will I travel in the company of sickly envy, for envy does not associate with wisdom. A multitude of wise men is the salvation of the world, and a sensible king is the stability of his people. Therefore be instructed by my words, and you will profit. Let's get wise. There is no wisdom apart from virtue. Wisdom and virtue must be first, and everything else will follow. But when wisdom and virtue are not first, nothing else will work. It will never get better, not for long. And anything that is improving will just be patchwork. So the longer we ourselves individually insist on ignoring the importance of wisdom and virtue being first every single day, don't even bother asking for everything to get better out there, okay? I need to hear what I'm saying to you. I'm going to play it back and watch it because I need this advice, maybe more than most of you do. I just love to when the moment strikes and God hits me with this sort of inspiration, wake up, I just like to jump on here and share it with you guys for what it's worth. Hopefully it'll give you a little bit of food for thought for this day. So God bless you guys. Take care. Stick around. Make sure to stay subscribed to the channel. Make sure to share the podcast too. The audio version of this is always out there as well. I pair them, every time I release anything. So thank you guys so much for stopping by The Gracious Guest here for this brief little visit today. I love all of you. I'm praying for all of you. And remember, until next time, don't forget to wonder. Take care.